Hey, what's up, good fellas? Hey, I'm going to do a quick tutorial video on attacking in Alliance Wars, specifically to get 3 stars. I think there's probably our top few attackers all use basically the same strategy. That is essentially right off the bat laying off some groundwork with some ground troops, having them attack, and then while those ground troops are clearing out the base, that's when you use your hero skills, start taking out. The hangars are probably the most important thing to take out. You can take those out really quickly with the lightning strike, and I'll demonstrate that here in a little bit. And then I always use the gunship to take out the communication center. So if your ground troops can get going while you take out the 2 hangars and the communication center with, like I said, your lightning strike and the gunship, then when those 3 buildings are destroyed, you can use much quicker skills to, temporarily disable the SAM turrets or the air defense, so you can start laying out some dragon fires to go fight. A big issue that I've kind of seen that several people are making a big mistake is that they're only dropping heroes first and then trying to completely destroy every single SAM turret, every single hangar and communication center and everything before any actual attacking units are deployed. And that's when you run into that, 45 seconds or a minute left, and you send out all your dragon fires and then end up failing because you hit 6 mines or you waited too long, whatever the case may be. I'll show you a couple of examples. I know GA attacks very similar to mine. I think NE does as well. There's a few of us that use basically the same attack. And again, that's dropping the ground units, then using your skills, and then finishing off with the dragon fires. We'll do a quick... Be quiet for a minute, Cadence. I'll do a quick little video here with GA's attack, just so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I'll speed it up a little bit. Ground troops on the top left. Then he'll bring his heroes in. And he'll take out the hangars and the communication center. Again, this is the exact same strategy I use, except obviously I don't use the ASAMs. I use different units for that. I also like to use a care package, but essentially it's the same general strategy. So he's taking those out, and then we're going to use the EMP artillery to take out those 2 SAM turrets that you see on the edges that are left. This is great because it happens very quickly and you don't have to wait to aim the gunship. A big issue with the gunship, obviously, I would say never, ever, ever, ever use it more than 1 time during a battle. And that's just because it takes so long to use. I mean, 30 seconds, your 10 or 20 dragon fires can do a lot more damage per second than you can do for 20 seconds on a gunship. I mean, a lot more. So you don't want to waste a whole bunch of time using the gunship without any units down, because you're not getting nearly as much destruction as you would if you just used some EMP artillery and then dropped your dragon fires. So again, as you can see, GA's attack is essentially the exact same as mine, minus the different troops. And I think as long as you have that general attack strategy on, then you shouldn't have an issue getting 3 stars on these big bases. Another strategy I like to use and stuff that I look for is hangars that are right next to SAM turrets, because a lightning strike, if you make that triangle right in between the SAM turret and the hangar, you can take them both out in about 10 seconds. I'll just show you. I showed you one of GA's attacks. I'll show you mine as well, because I use basically the same thing. I can't replay that one. Here we go. I'm attacking the same guy. I didn't look at GA's attack. I looked at the base and went my own way. But again, it just so happens that we pretty much attack the same way. And again, I think a lot of us do. I came from the other end, it seems. But I drop my ground units, and then I take out the hangars first, and then I go for the communication center. I like to use those AGRs. On this particular attack, I didn't quite get the communication center destroyed in time. However, I backed out of the. Let me pause it for a minute. I backed out of the gunship after I saw that those units were deploying, just because I know that the gunship takes a long time, and I didn't even use half of my. As soon as I saw those units deploy, I mean, don't ever be afraid to exit out of it. You got to kind of think quick, but I knew if I exited out, I could get a lightning strike on those guys really quickly, and take them out that way. So that's what I did there. So at this point, I've got a couple of SAM turrets left, and I'm gonna use the EMP artillery or my grenade launcher, whatever the case may be, and then send in my dragon fires to finish them off. And actually, in this case, I just let my ground troops take out the SAM turrets, it looks like. I sent soap over to that one, so I didn't have to use any extra skills. But typically, in a typical battle for me, I would use my EMP artillery. Didn't need to this time. But it comes down to just practicing these things and being comfortable with having to change your strategy, because we'll go to my second attack, which is not anything like that one there. Oh, we can't watch my other one. But anyways, I think you get the idea. I'm rambling on probably too much, but if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I'll do more of these if you guys need.